Hey, what's going on YouTube? I know I just put out a video, but I felt like I didn't cover the totals. So this is the LA Rams and the totals. Felt like I didn't explain what I seen as far as the totals was concerned. So looking at the totals, you have Jacksonville Jags. Obviously, Jacksonville Jags is under 500, so they only scored 44 points. It made sense because as we've seen in the pattern with my other videos, teams really don't blow out teams that are extremely bad. And this is a gimme one. Like, look, that was a blowout, 37-7. They won by 30 points. So with that being said, they're not going to sit down and just keep hammering the teams. I'm sure they could have scored doggone near 70 points on them, but that's just embarrassing. So teams that are extremely bad facing teams that are really good, I'll gear towards the under. Also, the Baltimore Ravens late in the season, plus a team with good defense. Yes, obviously that was the under, and late in the season. Again, in a lot of our games, a lot of our unders came from divisional opponents. So looking at this, if we, again, Seattle was terrible. Seattle was terrible again. And San Francisco was terrible. Well, no, San Francisco, they did okay. They made the playoffs. Or are they? Where are they? Did they make the playoffs? San Francisco. If you see them, their record here is here somewhere. I have them somewhere, but yeah. Looking back at the divisional opponents, we have obviously Seattle Seahawks. They were bad. They're not going to really embarrass them. Again, with the Seattle Seahawks, they were bad. They're not going to embarrass them, you know. Also, you have the San Francisco 49ers. And the only game we have to avoid next year is the Arizona Cardinals. I'm betting the Cardinals to go over the total. So over 50 points is a good bet for next year. As long as we avoid the Cardinals and bet the under with the other divisional teams, we should be fine. And depending on what happened with Deebo Samuel, we might have to look into that. We might have to look into betting the under for San Fran. And the Tennessee Titans, the other under, that was the flat spot. It's not surprising that they went under the total. So, and it's not surprising because I said in my last video, Matthew Stafford struggled against Tennessee and they entered into a flat spot. So them going to the under makes sense. So if we avoid those games, look out those games for the schedules for the Rams. Flat games for the Rams, and then weeks that's going into a bye. Is that a bye? Yep, going into a bye week. Look at that. Look at that. And that's all I have. I'm not going to take up too much of your time. I just want to talk about the totals and what I seen. I felt like I didn't talk about the totals well enough in my last video. But again, like, subscribe, share, and I appreciate you guys watching. Most importantly, bet wisely.